All right, geometry. So this is just a recording of your homework from lesson number 8. So we decided to only go over the 3 questions that had the most misconceptions. And I noticed a mistake. So I will fix it after this recording. So for number 2, it said that you had to draw the diagram, right? It says in triangle DEF, the measure of angle D equals 3x plus 5. The measure of angle E equals 4x minus 15. And the measure of angle F equals 2x plus 10. So I didn't do it for this particular slide, but you should have in your drawings, you should have had these expressions where the angles are in the triangles, okay? So the first step is to create the equation. So we set it all equal to 180. We combine our like terms, right? So when we combine our numbers, they cancel out, right? So we're left with 9x equals 180, divide by 9, and we get x equals 20. Step 2 is to determine the angle measures, right? So angle D is equal to 3x plus 5. We substitute 20 for x. We get 65. E is 4x minus 15. Substitute 20 in, you get 65. And then F is 2x plus 10. Substitute that 20 in, and you get 50. And the last step, which seems to be the most difficult for a lot of students, is to classify, right? So if you look at the sides, none of the sides are the same because it doesn't say in the instructions, right? It doesn't say draw an isosceles triangle, right? So we know it's scalene. So I see 2 mistakes. And then since all of the angle measures are underneath 90 degrees, it's acute. So this is supposed to be acute scalene. So I'm going to exit out of this really quick and fix those errors for you. So this is the first one, right? Oh no, it's correct. It's minus 15. But this is supposed to be acute scalene. Okay. And let's go back to presenting. All right. Now, in number 4, this was the exterior angle theorem. So you had to, whatever's inside is equal to whatever's outside. So the interior plus interior equals exterior. After I set up my equation, I combine my like terms. X and 3x give me 4x. 40 and 10 give me 50. Again, I am subtracting 4x from both sides. So that's how I end up with 2x equals 50, dividing by 2, and I get x equals 25. And just like the last problem, whenever we find x, that's not the last step. We got to substitute it in, okay? So the first angle here is x plus 40. So it's going to be 25 plus 40, which gives us 65. This angle C over here is 3x plus 10. So 3 times 25 is 75, plus 10 equals 85. And then finally, angle CBD. CBD is 6 times x. So 6 times 25 equals 150, okay? And then finally, we had number 5. So this is in red because you had to find the missing angle. So we know it's isosceles because the 2 sides are the same. And what we know about isosceles is that the 2 chords, like the crossing angles, are the same. So if this angle measures 65, then this angle measures 65, okay? And then once we have that information, we have to find this missing angle. And we know that the total of the inside of a triangle is equal to 180. So that's how we got this equation here. We just added everything together. 3y plus 132, because these numbers here add up to give me 132. Subtract 132 from both sides, divide by 3, and then we get y equals 16. So we know the measure of these 2 angles here, but we got to find this one. And just like the last 2 problems, we just substitute 3 times 16 plus 2, and that gives me 50. So I hope this video helped you guys. Please, if you still need help after watching this, please come to office hours, okay?